Hey guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. Guess what? We had a little baby book. Alright, so in the interim, if you guys hadn't guessed, we were working on a cookbook. It's coming out next week, right? Next week?
No.
2 weeks. It's coming out on...
3 weeks?
Is it 3?
It's July 27th.
Okay. It's coming out July 27th, and we have the proof copy right here, which is so exciting. I've never been published before, and I feel, and I'm sure Maddie does too, amazing.
Yes.
So I can't wait to share the first recipe out of the book with you. Oh my God. Okay. So it's for the air fryer. It's in the title.
Mm-hmm.
And it's whole foods. It's whole foods, mostly plant-based. So it's mostly SOS free. So I just want to do a little cautionary tale here of if you're not SOS free, feel free to add salt. Because in your journey, if you're like going to be SOS free, food's gonna taste bland for a little bit until you get used to not having the salt, oil, and sugar in there. So by all means, add salt to taste. I just want to get that out of the way. But the first recipe that we're trying today is Jackfruit Taquitos. This is a very simple recipe. We like to whip this up for a quick dinner or a lunch, or if we're going to somebody's house and we want to bring something party-ish. These make great finger foods. They pair up well with the yellow sauce. In this book, we named the yellow sauce no cheese sauce. It's another SOS-free iteration of the yellow sauce. So there's also a couple other recipes in here that I'm not going to show you today, but you can use your own substitutes for it. We do have a recipe in the book for no salt taco seasoning, mild taco seasoning. We do have a recipe in there for no salt hot sauce, which is delicious, but I just don't have any right now, so you could substitute your favorite hot sauce for that. So, like I said, very simple. You probably have most of the stuff already in the house. The first thing we're going to do, well, the first thing I already took care of. I put our tortillas, corn tortillas, in the air fryer. And yes, I had another air fryer to do this in because you guys know my main one.
This one's busted.
It kicked the bucket. It said you tried it too many times. So I have this backup, which is going to work just beautifully. So I have my tortillas in there warming, because we all know if you don't pre-warm up your tortillas, when you go to roll them, they're just going to...
Especially corn tortillas.
Corn tortillas, just warm them up. So you can do that. You can put that in there while you're preparing the filling. So I have a nice big bowl over here. I have my bean masher. And I have one dark red kidney bean can, which I've drained. You can rinse it if you want. I don't really care that much, so I just didn't rinse it. But the nice thing about this is it's very customizable. If you don't like dark red kidney beans, maybe you like pinto beans, or maybe you like cannellini, you can use any bean you want. You can even use garbanzo beans, but I don't really like the garbanzo as much because they're not as soft as the kidney beans. And I feel like we're kind of making our own no oil refried beans here in a crude way. Mm-hmm. And I think the softness of the kidney or the pinto or the cannellini works really well with that. You want to leave some of them whole. You don't have to mash them all into oblivion. I think that's a pretty good mix right there. So let's just scrape that off.
And if you guys want to see the full recipe page, we're going to be posting it on our Instagrams, right. So make sure you're following us there.
And as always, the link to pre-order the book on Amazon is in the info box below.
Woo!
Alright, so there's the kidney beans. We've got a can of jackfruit from Trader Joe's. They have it very reasonably priced there. It's very accessible. Make sure you get the one in brine, because the mature jackfruit, we want the immature, because the mature one is sweet. And it usually comes in a syrup, and we don't want sweet taquitos. So I just chopped that up like with the grain so that it kind of makes like shreddy pieces to emulate like chicken or pork. Then I have probably about 2/3 of a tomato that I took the seeds out of and I diced up. I got some red onion hiding under there, and I've got some fresh cilantro. So I'm just going to add this to the beans. I love all of the fresh ingredients in this. It's going to taste so fresh. It's going to taste restaurant quality when you eat this because the ingredients are all good together. My mom would always say that when I was growing up. She would always be like, of course it's going to be delicious because we put all good things in there.
Everything is fresh to us.
Exactly. So I don't have lime juice. Again, if you don't have lime juice, go with the lemon juice. Now the lemon juice is going to add a lot of flavor to this, and it's not going to add the sodium that you're trying to avoid. I find that since I've been eating less sodium, I'm not bloating as much. Like my body is not holding on to as much water, and it's nice because my jeans are fitting much better. We're going to do my homemade mild taco seasoning. Again, just use whatever taco seasoning you want. And then the last ingredient is just the hot sauce. And I'm just going to put a little bit more than what was written in the cookbook because I like it a little spicy. All right, so now we're just going to give this a good mix.
Ooh, that's looking nice.
Yeah, right? The
Very
colors.
colorful.
I like that it's not like a big mound of mashed up, bean paste.
You can still see all the ingredients.
Right,
in there.
you can still see definition in the ingredients, and that's what makes it taste fresh because everything is like, you get a little pocket of taste of each separate thing when you're eating it, and then when you crunch down on it as a whole, it's just the flavors combine with the lemon juice and the hot sauce, and it just makes it lovely. All right, so that's all mixed up. We're going to grab the tortillas. Quite hot. I don't want to burn myself. So the way you heat up the tortillas is just put your 12 tortillas in some aluminum foil and pop it in the air fryer for, oh, these are kind of dry. They've been in the refrigerator for a little bit, but let's try and make it work. Oh, so you pop it in for up to 15 minutes at like 350. I think, are these a little bit smaller than the ones too that we used in the book?
They might be a little bit.
They're a little bit smaller, so we're going to get some bonus Jonases out of this.
You're really you're overdoing it there.
Well, if you can't roll it all the way, you can go halfway.
You tend to overstuff.
I do. So we don't even need to put this on anything in the air fryer. We just put it right on the rack. It'll be fine just like that, and that's going to help it get crispy on all sides. You know I like a hefty. And you cover it and you push back so that you can really compact it, and then just roll it. Make sure you tuck in the ends too so that it doesn't go flopping out. All right, let's check back when we get all these rolled up. All right, so a couple of my tortillas were a little bit dry and busted because they were seniors, so I had some flour ones that came to the rescue, and we made 2 little burritos with those. I still have a little bit left over. Honestly, I'm just going to add that to my Mexican leftovers from this week, and when it heats up in the microwave when we have lunch or whatever, it'll all cook in, and you could even eat it just like that.
You could.
You could. I just tasted it, and it was delicious. So we're going to take this over to the air fryer, and we are going to turn it on. It's been a while.
Yeah, we haven't used this one in a while.
I know. And then we are going to do air fry at, it's 20 minutes. Okay. And there we go. And we're going to come back and we're going to have delicious taquitos. Oh, baby. I like
Looking
it like
good.
that. All right. So I just had a nibble and it was quite delicious. And the dog is drinking, of course.
Of course.
I'm always so thirsty.
All right, give it a try.
All right, I see we got some beautiful yellow sauce here.
Or no cheese sauce.
Yes. Oh, these are hot.
They're warm. They're not too hot. Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
The lemon really is a nice punch of flavor.
Okay. That is delicious. It's so good, too, because, like, as you are chewing it, you get more of the flavor profile.
The flavors are mingling because they're separate.
Like, you get the cilantro, like, a beat later.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get, like, the homemade salsa taste.
The lemon goes right for the punch.
Yeah.
You got a
That's
secondary
really nice.
punch of the cilantro, and then you have the soft inside compared to the crunchy outside.
Yeah, you have the nice base of the kidney beans and the
Yes.
jackfruit. Oh, that is delicious.
Oh, well.
I'm probably going to have these, like, for lunch in a minute.
Yeah. And
Very, very good.
As always, the no cheese sauce, amazing.
Yes.
If I do say so myself.
I think that's fair to say.
Okay. Well,
Delicious.
there you have it. That's our first recipe of plant-based air fryer cookbook.
Woo!
The link is in the info box below to pre-order on Amazon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out on July 27th. And I hope you enjoy it. If you do get it, let us know.
Yep.
We'd love to know.
Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, much love.